What's up? So I don't know if it's focused. It don't look like clear to me when I back up. So I'm just going like, okay. Let's see. Okay, got you. What's up? It's your boy I said, better known as Young Ali, and I'm tired of recording this motherfucking video because this is my third time doing this video, and I noticed I was leaving a couple things out.
Damn.
MC, make another hit.
Whoa. This ain't what you want.
Project.
This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. 1600 block. I just wanna rock. I just wanna. I just wanna rock.
Yeah, we about to get into some things. Before we do that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So, as y'all can see by the title, this is a motherfucking story time. This is a story time, and this is one of the most craziest situations I've been in, like I said. What the fuck? So, 2017, I met this guy. We're gonna call this guy Abdul. Yeah, he followed me. He gonna see this shit, so he would know why I'm calling him Abdul. Yeah, and basically, you know, I met Abdul and we was like conversing, and you know, we was just like getting to know each other basically. So we was texting for a minute, like a little minute. I don't like that. Like we texted for a long time before we linked up, like. Or whatever. So we was getting to know each other. Like we pretty much, you know, knew each other. And you know, I was feeling him. He was feeling me. I was feeling him. We finally linked up. We finally put a deal on it. Like, all right, we're gonna link up this day, this time, whatever. So he comes pick me up or whatever. And I remember what I had on there. What I had on, which was tacky and a fucking mess. I had on a Champions sweatsuit. If I could find a video, if I could find a picture of exactly what I had on, I'm gonna enter it because it's the exact outfit, like a Champion sweatsuit with like some the UGG shoes, not the boots, but the UGG shoes or whatever. I had them on the brown ones, looking a hot ass mess. I don't even know why I walked out the house like that. So he comes pick me up and we chilling. You know, we say what's up. Hug each other. I don't know if we hugged each other or like just said what's up to each other or whatever. But I left something in the house, so I ran back in the house, came back out. We pulled off, you know. So I'm with him. Mind you, while I'm with him, he's working. I'm not gonna say what he did. What he does. He has his own business for doing something that required him to be on the road and help motherfuckers out. I'm not gonna say exactly what it is because I don't know who's watching this video and I don't want nobody putting the name on anything. But yeah, so I was out with him and he was working. He had to do, you know, he had a couple of clients that he had to help out or whatever. So we get something to eat. I think we got a pizza or something like that. We stopped at the pizza store, got a pizza or something like that. We talking, but the thing about Abdul is he's not really a talker. Like I feel like you really got to know him to like be getting him to like talk around you and shit like that. Because me and him now, we cool as fuck, but I feel like me and him are like the same. Like I won't talk if I'm not talking to you if you don't talk to me. I feel like we basically had to talk to each other because, you know, we was messing with, like we was dealing with, like we wanted to deal with each other. We just talking and all that good shit. Small talk, nothing too deep, nothing too crazy, you know, because he was like a quiet person at the end of the day. I was a quiet person. So we stopped at the store and he's older than me. Now, if you don't know what a Lucy is, a Lucy, we call them Lucy's in Philly. But they are cigarettes. They are Newports. So he asked me to get him a cigarette or whatever, and you know I got it for him, but it turned me off. I'm like, oh, bitch, you smoke cigarettes? Cause I know you're gonna watch this. Like, I'm like, you smoke cigarettes? Like, I get back in the car, and you know, he got done, you know, doing whatever he was doing. So we heads back to his crib or whatever. We get back to his crib. He parks like miles away from his fucking crib, and I don't know why he did that. Like he parked his car like, I'm talking about blocks away from his house. I still don't, to this day, don't know why he did that. So we get in, take my shoes off, you know, take my hoodie off, and we just chilling on the couch. He put something on, we smoking, chilling on the couch. He rolls up, and we watching like, I don't know, but I know we was watching like something funny. Like it was like, I think it was a comedy special or something like that. So we smoking in the midst of that. I think he rolled up about like 2-3 times, I believe. So after that, we pretty much, you know, it's like, all right, like we getting a little bit tired. Let's take it down. We goes upstairs or whatever, and you know, take my stuff off because I don't sleep with clothes on. I ain't gonna lie, but we got into a couple things. We got into some things that night, like go to sleep, wake back up. It's a new day. Wake up. He on the phone, you know, with his cousin, whatever. His sister, cousin, I don't know, but I know he was on the phone with a girl and he was talking to her or whatever. So you know. After he got done that, put my clothes on, he had to make a drop off. He did something else. Yeah, so he had to make a drop off. And niggas was in the front seat feeling like the trap. I ain't no queen, cause I ain't no girl, but I was in the front seat feeling like a trap daddy. A trap daddy. That's what I'm calling myself, a trap daddy. I was feeling like a little trap daddy. So, you know, he did his drop off, he dropped me off home. Mind you, now, after he dropped me off home, I don't know if we both decided, like, and neither one of us, like, wanted to continue to pursue whatever we had going on, because I feel like, I just felt like we both knew it wasn't gonna work because we both were quiet people, and or y'all both can't be quiet. Like somebody has to bring something out. Like, and I wasn't really that type of person that was like jolly and energetic. Like I was, but I really don't let people see that side of me until I really get to know you or whatever. So so basically, you know, we stopped. I think we texted for a little bit after that, but then it faded out. We both decided that I guess we both decided that, you know, it was looking a little shaky, and yeah, we wasn't gonna do it no more. Fast forward, one day I was laying in the bed, I get to DM from, we're gonna call this boy Alvin. And if Abdul see this video and if Alvin see this video, they both gonna know why they got the names. It's a reference. Yeah, like backstory, how I met Alvin is I met him on Instagram, you know, liking each other pictures back and forth, Oh. I just said something that I had to cut out, I had to cut out because, yeah, like I can't, that would've fucked the whole story up. So I'm gonna say what I said later on in the story. So basically, yeah, I guess, you know, message from this guy named Alvin. Now, Alvin hit me up, and like I said, my backstory, how I knew him is, you know, we met each other on Instagram and, you know, liking each other pictures back and forth, so we already knew what was up. And basically, we just start conversating like that, like, and I start skipping school over his crib. Yeah, we got into some things too, I ain't gonna lie. It is what it is, I'm grown as hell. We got into some things too, and I used to skip school at his crib. He was older than me, so it was what it was. Yeah. So he hit me up, and basically he just asked me, like, you know, you trying to smoke or whatever? And so I'm like, yeah, why not? Like, fuck it, I ain't doing nothing. I got weed, and I think my brother was at work because I always used to smoke with my brother. So I'm like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Let's link up. Come get me. Pull up to my crib. Now, mind you, when anybody I used to tell to pull up to my crib, I used to get them like around the corner or like 2 blocks down, bitch, because you're not about to know what house I live in. He tell me he outside, whatever. I walks up to his car and he's, you know, bumping loud ass music. He dancing like in the car, whatever, like. But he's like, Alvin is, he's not a weirdo, but he's like his own type of person. Like, I would call him the life of the party. Like, he brings the fun out of somebody by being like his own weird little self. Like, he just bring the fun, you know, he bring the fun out. Like, he a cool boy. So we stopped at the gas station and run the corner from his house. He like, yo, you need backwoods? Yeah, I need backwoods. Give him the $5. Cause at that time, backwoods was only $5. Now backwoods like, nah. I don't even know. I'm glad I don't smoke no more. Cause yeah, bitches would have been broke by now. You know, I gave him the $5 to get the backwoods. He got the backwoods. Give me the backwoods. Got the backwoods. He got his backwoods. You know, so we pull up around the corner to his house or whatever. We goes in the house and we just like, you know, we chilling. Now, mind you, he picked me up like around 7:30-ish, 8 o'clock. And we ain't get done smoking till like 12:30 at night. And so we in the mid, like we roll up, we get in there, we roll up, we talking, he playing music on the TV or whatever. Now we talking about everything under the sun. Everything under the sun besides the niggas that we dealt with. Everything under the sun. Oh, how do you think people got on Earth? Like, oh, African descendants. Like, all we talking about all types of shit. Now, mind you, I ain't African. I'm just black. I might got some big ass features, but I ain't African. I'm just black. Ain't nothing wrong with being African, but I just be having to clear it up for the people. Like, I'm just black as shit. I'm a black ass nigga. Like, in the midst of us smoking, you know, all these L's or whatever. So we smoking and his mom comes in. I believe that was his mom. His mom comes in and basically, you know, they talking, you know, getting the convos in, you know, and making conversation, you know, having a conversation or whatever. Mind you, I'm getting tired. When I say I was high as fuck, when I used to smoke a few L's like for a long time, I used to be tired as shit. I used to be tired as a motherfucking. I used to be tired. And I can't see how people used to go smoking. And I was just like so fucking tired, yo. I'm not even gonna cap. Like, I was dozing off as they talking. So he like, no, just stay up. Like, just stay up or whatever. I'm like, yo, I'm getting tired of shit. Like, you can either take me home now, or you can take me home in the, like, or you can take me home in the morning. He was basically, you know, was like, no, I'm gonna take you home in the morning. I'm like, all right, well, if you take me home in the morning, like, I gotta be to work at 7 o'clock. And I gotta make that train at 6:30. So you're gonna have to get up like at 5 something so I can go home, take a shower, do what I gotta do, and yeah, be on the move so I can get to work on time. So he like, all right, no, I got you, it's whatever. So basically I'm like, all right, so they talking and his mom, you know, she's going upstairs slowly or whatever. She goes in her room. We sit down there, finish the last L, and now we goes upstairs. Basically, you know, I goes upstairs and I'm laying on his bed like this, but you know, with my feet kicked up, like just laying on the headboard. I'm just sitting up, like not trying to go to sleep. Well, I'm dozing off a little bit, but I'm still not trying to go to sleep because he like, no, don't go to sleep yet, don't go to sleep yet. I don't know if he was like DL from his mom or what he was trying to hide or what he was trying to do. It was just like, yeah, like nigga, I'm tired. Like, we ain't about to play this game. Like, you old as shit, you older than me. We're not about to play this game. And this before I even really came out, and I was like, nigga, like, what's up? Like, what are we doing? I'm sitting there dozing off, and all you hear is a so I'm like, he goes downstairs, and I'm thinking like, oh, it could be his brother from another, whatever. Like, I ain't know who it was. Like, I really ain't know what the fuck to expect. So he goes downstairs and basically he answers the door. You hear like a guy voice or whatever. Whoever the person was, they asked, can they use the bathroom? So I guess they said, yeah. They both walking up the steps. He coming up the steps. So mind you, and when you come up the steps, you're coming up the steps like this. His room is right here. The bathroom is like this on this side, like, you know, straight across. His room is like right here and the steps are right here. So you can't see right in his room unless you turn around and look in there. Like, look your head in there, right? So basically the guy walks up the steps and he peeks back and he walks in the room. I'm laying there, he walks in the room. I open my eyes. My fucking heart dropped. My heart dropped? Y'all wanna know why my heart dropped? Because the fucking guy that walked in the room was Abdul. Abdul walked in that room. Mind you, I'm just looking like, I thought I was seeing shit at first. So he sits back on the bed. Alvin sits back on the bed. So Abdul was like, "What you doing here?" And I'm like, "Nothing. I'm chilling. I'm smoking. Like, we chilling. Like, because we honestly had no plans on doing anything. But in my mind, like, when somebody knocked on the door and you telling me to stay up, I'm thinking you trying to set something up. So in my head, at the same time, I didn't know what to think, but at the same time, I'm thinking like, no, this nigga trying to set up some orgy type shit, and I ain't with all that. Like, I'm not with that. He asked Alvin. He said, "What you doing here?" He said, "Nah, we just chilling. You know, like we chilling or whatever." So Abdul goes out the room. He come back and he start, like, when I say he gave Alvin a clean shot, Abdul gave Alvin a clean shot to the mid. The mid is your fucking face. Like, gave him clean shot to the mid or whatever. So these motherfuckers is like, Abdul was trying to, cause I was about to say this motherfucker real name. Abdul was trying to whoop Alvin ass, like he's really trying to fuck him up. As they fight, and you know what the fuck I do? Get my ass up. I walks down the step. I put my boots on, and I grabbed my coat. I did. Mind you, these niggas, so before I did, as he trying to fuck him up, all I heard was mommy in the room. So I'm like, mommy. I'm like, is these niggas brothers? Like, what? Like, is he mad? Like, he had another, like, is this really not his room? Like, what's going on? Like, what's the fucking tea? Like, what's going on? What is the tea? So I'm thinking like, in my head, I'm like, I don't know if these niggas brothers or these niggas what these niggas doing? Like, so Alvin lived not too far from the train station, which is the L, at 69th Street. Everybody in Philly know what that is. So basically, I'm walking. As soon as I get off the block, I'm hard assing, cause I'm like, I don't know if this nigga gonna try to come look for me. What? Like, I ain't even gonna catch. I ain't had shit on me. No clap, clap, pow, pow. I ain't had that on me. I ain't had no shank on me. I ain't had none of that. So I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't do nothing. And I'm like, I'm really not no fucking fighter. Like, at the time I wasn't. I'm really not no fighter. Like, so I'm just thinking like, damn, like, what if this nigga come find me and beat me the fuck up? Like, Abdul, like, but I'm like, what reason do he have to beat me the fuck up? But I'm like, what if the nigga come find me and beat me the fuck up? So I'm running. Hard ass. I'm cutting blocks, all that shit. It wasn't even that deep. I'm cutting blocks, all that shit. So I get on the L. 68th Street from where I used to live at in West Philly was probably like, I'm gonna say 1, 2. That was like 2 stops. It was like 3 stops. It was like 3 stops, yeah. So I got off the L at a certain stop, walked back to my house in West Philly or whatever. So I'm just thinking about this shit the whole night, like, oh my fucking God, like, what the fuck happened? As I wake up, I'm thinking about it, I get the work thinking about it, and I received a message from him. Make a long story short, him and Abdul were boyfriends. Like, they used to deal with each other. Alvin and Abdul went together. And when I tell y'all the gay scene in Philly is so small, I'm talking about everybody knows everybody. And in Philly, the gay scene is not one person that you can mess with that ain't mess with the next person that you know or that don't know somebody you know. Everybody knows each other. Like, everybody knows each other. Like, point blank period. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. Unless you like are a weirdo and no, I'm not gonna say a weirdo, but unless you just like stay out the fucking scene or whatever, like you stay out of it, like whatever, like you just gay and going about your life, you won't really, want nobody know who you is. After that, I get a message, come to find out, he writing me telling me that they boyfriends, and he was gonna tell me to hide. Bitch, what I look like? I'm not hiding from nobody. What the fuck are you talking about? He telling me that he was gonna tell me to hide and all this shit, and I'm like, what? Like, no, I'm not hiding nowhere. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Hide. Bitch, hide where? No. I'm not hiding nowhere. So, you mean, that was that. And that's pretty much like that. What happened, that whole, you know, I don't know, he just apologized and was like, boy, weirdo, he crazy, and all this other shit. So, so I had a video going viral on Instagram and another video, and I basically came across Abdul again. I came across his page, and I don't know if he was liking my shit or I was liking his shit. Like, I don't know, but basically we came in contact with each other, and me and Abdul, I'm talking about we cool as shit now. Like, I mean, we ain't ever had no beef before. It was never no beef or any. Never say never. It wasn't ever no beef or anything like that. We ain't have, we really ain't had nothing going on. Like, and it wasn't ever no beef or anything like that. So we just basically, talked about it. He was like, no, why you thought I was gonna fight you after that? And I'm just like, bro, I don't know. Like, he like, yeah, we was dealing with each other, da 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 da. And I guess they still was dealing with each other at the time. Like, I don't know if that was this video or the last video that I said I was gonna say, I almost said something. But yeah, they were still dealing with each other at the time. But I was just like, wow, child. Clearly y'all both was fucking with me when y'all both was dealing with each other. Or y'all was, child. Or they, was on a little break and they both was like messing around with me. Yeah, y'all messing around with the same girl. But yeah, so that was like pretty much it. Like, and we basically talked about it. We laugh about it now because I always tell him, like, I want to tell a story. Like, let me tell a story from my point of view. And he like, I don't know why you be asking me, like, why don't you just do it or whatever. But man, we cool as shit now. Like, we cool as shit. Like, that's my dog. Like, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So I don't know how I did it for my first time. But if y'all enjoyed this story, like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Follow me on all social media networks at Big Ali, BIGALI.215. And I'm out, and I got plenty more stories coming for y'all. So this is not the first, and this is not the last. Yeah, so make sure y'all subscribe and tune in. And I'm also going to be doing a lot more shit on this YouTube other than story times. But story times might be my highlights and, the juicy-ish that y'all get to see or whatever. So, just tune in. Just tune in because I got a lot of shit to talk about. Yeah. Until next time, folks, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and follow me on all social media networks. Yeah. And also, if y'all want to get with me, I take the pictures or whatever. Flash by Woo. Follow me on Instagram. Follow my photography page, also Flash by Woo.